What's up, my friends? Today's officially day 5 and I'm getting ready to take my lunch break. We did not go to the gym this morning. I ended up deciding it's going to be a rest day, which was a last minute thing. My alarm went off. I looked at the time. I said, nah, went back to sleep. We woke up late, but that's okay because I didn't go to the gym. I want to do my run workout today. So again, I do have to start training for a marathon. Remember that. And I've yet to done it this week except for Monday. Today, what I like about the Garmin is that it does actually track all your workouts and it lets you know how intensive your run is going to be based on your activity. So throughout these days, I know that I had mentioned that I will be doing my run and my lift every single day. Well, the 5 days a week at least, 2 rest days, complete rest days. As of now, I'll be doing, when I don't lift, I will run. So for the meantime, I'm only going to run twice a week. And I know that because I need to prepare for a marathon, it needs to be a lot more than I'm doing. By far more than I'm doing. And the problem with that right now is that I'm also shooting for a sub 4 marathon. So I have a lot of work to do. But anyways, back to this app. What I really like is that when I wake up in the morning, go to the gym and track my lift workout, the app actually calculates how much you exercise and how much body battery you have left, and it'll calculate your run for that day. So yes, even though I haven't been running these last few days, the Garmin app, the Connect app, has been tracking my workout lift, and it recommends me to run anywhere from 27 to 35 minutes. Even though I haven't been doing it today because it did not track a lift workout, it's telling me that I have a base workout plan for estimated 48 minutes. I'm gonna have to run for 48 minutes at about a pace of 10:30 a mile. So I don't know how accurate my treadmill is. It's a very small one, something that I got here on TikTok and I wanted to showcase it, but right now I just want to show you it's actually really good, very convenient. I think it was like under $200. So for the price, super nice. But let me just get ready real quick. Before that, let me just show you the app. So this is kind of where it tells you. Let me see if I can get it to focus. I'm not sure if you can see that, but 48, and then this is where it's going to be. So I did get some pretty good sleep on 92. I don't know if that 92 a grade, but that's going to be my workout that is recommended me, 48 minutes for the day. So let me get ready real quick and I'll be back. Okay, I'm almost there, but before, given that this is going to be my first run video, I am going to let you know what shoes I have. I don't have anything crazy. I think this is like the Hoka 5 Mach. Yeah. This is the Hoka Mach 5. And this is the shoe that I'll probably be running with today. Not sure yet. And then I have this Hoka Gaviota 5. So this is basically what I got to train my running because I am flat-footed. Like, I'm completely flat-footed. I know that people have arc. If you want to picture how flat my foot is, that's a representation of how the bottom of my foot looks. Completely flat, basically no arc, no nothing. So because of that, I ended up getting this. I got one of these pairs, I think it was the Gaviota 4 for Christmas one year for my in-laws, and I didn't run as much at the time. They were more like a comfort shoe that people were wearing just as a daily wear because it was just comfortable to wear. And one day I put them on and I started running, and to this day I have my fastest mile done in those, and I think I was around 215 pounds. And my fastest mile, let me pull it up real quick. I have it recorded on the Nike Run app, Run Club, I think. Let me see here, give me a second. So if I go to activity, home, maybe, I don't know how to navigate this. Apparently all activity, filter, fastest pace. Well, that shows me everything. In April 22, 2024, I was 220 pounds. I did my fastest mile, and that mile was 6 minutes and 49 seconds. So I have a sub 7-minute mile, and I've yet to reach anything close to that at the moment. When I did hit this mile, I had ran 2 miles prior, and that it was like around a 12-minute mile, a 10-minute mile, and then I just booked it. Finished that mile, and then I walked the mile that took me 22 minutes after that. But yeah, my fastest mile in the Gaviota Force was 6 minutes and 49 seconds. Again, I haven't gotten there yet. Oh, let me show you for proof. Fastest mile right here. Then if I click on it, boom. There we go. Yeah, so that's and like I said, I ran them in a support shoe. So this is more of a stability shoe more than a run shoe. A lot of active runners and marathoners and ultra runners, whatever, they don't consider this like their run shoe because it's meant more for stability. So I'm using it to help me train how to run because of that flat foot. I start getting really bad shin splits. I think that's how you say them. So I get really painful shin splints, and because of that, I use these. I won't be using these today, I don't think. Although maybe they're just kind of heavy, and when I'm running here on the treadmill, it's very difficult. What I won't be using on the treadmill, but I'm really excited to wear, is these right here. So super light. I did wear them. They have a super high arc, and they're not recommended for flat-footed people. But we went to the Nike outlet store, and let me just go get the box real quick. Check this out. So definitely, if you're looking for any type of run shoes, check out your local like outlets, either Nike, Hoka, all these other ones. There's a lot of different brands. Don't just get what I'm showing you, but these Zoom Vapor Fly Next Percent 3 FK PRM size 12 retail price. So I was looking at these online, $260. They were on sale for $99.97, and on top of this I got 30% off. You believe that? I literally got these for literally like $70 after tax, like 75. So really great shoe. And for $75, even though these are not recommended for flat-footed people, I didn't even care. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking buy them. And they had 3 of these in my pair. They had 3 of these in my size, and I just got one. My wife's kind of like, come on, you're not even gonna relax. But I was thinking to myself, if I buy all 3, it's like I'm buying 1 pair and I have 3 shoes, so I can destroy one and see how they are. But because of the cost and everything, I'm like, okay, I don't even know if they're gonna work for me because I'm completely flat-footed. I didn't get all 3 pairs, but I'm really excited to use these. But I won't train in these till I'm running outside. And because of this right now, the weather and everything, I don't know if I'm gonna do that at the moment, but I'm gonna have to go out there even in the winter because these next 180 days, whatever's left of them, will end up being majority through the winter. So it is what it is, but definitely these are not recommended for a lot of miles. Definitely have to keep them below, but I'm really excited to make my review on this and see if they affect me given that I'm flat-footed. But anyways, I need to stop yapping, put on these shoes and get to running. So I think I'm gonna end up going with, I'm gonna just run with my Mach 5s today just because they're not as heavy, and given that it's gonna be a 48-minute run, yeah, that's gonna suck. Let me set this up next to the treadmill and get going because I'm just yapping. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start it off already. Hopefully this video is good because if it's shooting like shit, I'm fucked already because there's nothing I can do, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and start that treadmill, do that base, 40, do workout. Whoa. Apple Watch is behind. Yes, I am doing both of them because I want to compare them. Indoor run, it's kind of hard to compare though because you can't start them both at the same time. Okay, so I'm gonna just get to it. No time wasted. I don't know how fast this thing can go, but I'm gonna put it at a speed of 6. And to be honest, I believe on the watches, it says I'm going around 10 to 11 miles per hour at this set speed. I'm gonna just try to do my entire run, 48 minutes at this speed. You won't find out to the end because I have like 23% battery. And I'm gonna just leave this up. I'm gonna run till that dies. Nah, actually, I'm gonna run till I'm finished. That will be dead when I'm done. And then I'll figure out the rest afterwards. But I'm running out of time because I'm on my lunch break. Need to get this done. But as you can see, very small profile portable treadmill. I wanted to do affiliate link and post a video about this. The problem is that Le Chico sent me an offer to do that, but it had to be during a certain time window. I missed that window and now that offer is expired. I did contact them so that I can redo it and they denied it. But nevertheless, it's still a great product. I would recommend it. The last little portable walker I had, I could not run on it. It was going too slow and it was very flimsy. I like that they have a bar here for safety. It has the pull tab control. And a lot of the times I put my iPad here, but since I'll be recording this, I didn't want to have a video playing, and it's kind of hard to start one while you're running, and I don't have that much time to waste, so I have to just keep going. As you can tell, I'm already kind of getting tired. We are 2 minutes into the run. My heart rate, what does this say? Whoa. Heart rate 125 on a Garmin and 126 on the Apple Watch. Distance 0.15 Apple Watch, 0.19 Garmin. And even though the treadmill It's a little bit in front. Let me see what the distance that the treadmill is giving me. Treadmill is giving me a 0.2. So as you can see, they're really neck to neck at the end. Usually the Apple Watch right now is behind around almost half a mile on these treadmill runs. I will say that the Garmin is very nice, and it's not that it's so accurate. It's also off a lot, but the nice part about the Garmin is that after the run, I can change the distance to match my treadmill. So then it's like, oh, calibration done. The Apple Watch, shit out of luck. No, can't do nothing after that. That's the one thing I don't really like about the Apple Watch. It's very annoying. But anyways, oh, by the way, this morning I weighed myself after I went to the restroom and I was 242.2 pounds. So I went up a pound. I was a little bit like, bummed out. But I do always weigh myself after the gym. I don't know, we'll see. I was a little bit like, fuck. But it's okay. Again, it's only week 1. But if that goes up another pound, 100% I need to lower my calories. Not only that, I mean, it's annoying for me to say I need to lower my calories because I don't need to lower my calories. I just need to have the calories I said I was gonna have, not overconsume. So yet again, last night I went and had 3,126 calories. What did I expect? I'm only supposed to have 2,760. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is annoying too, having to run this much, feeling heavier. And that actually reminds me, my wife told me last night, that I'm lying in my videos. And I was like, what do you mean? She said that I mentioned that I felt comfortable at a weight where I was in my picture. And she says I'm a liar because when I was at that weight, I always still looked in the mirror and I called myself fat. And I felt like I wasn't good enough still. And she's right. I guess I'm just looking at it from my perspective today. And I think, hey, when I get to this, I'll be happy and I'll be comfortable. So then I say that out loud. But she's right, and I have to be honest with myself and you guys that even in that picture that I'm now using as my screensaver to motivate me, I was not happy. I was still criticizing myself a lot. I would shame myself a lot. And honestly, it's very hard because right now I would do anything just to I guess, look as good as I did in those videos and in those pictures. And it kind of sucks. That's why I can't stop emphasizing that we have to continuously want to improve and give ourselves credit for the hard work that we do each and every day. Because the second that we stop being grateful for where we're at and appreciating what we have today and not worrying about what we want tomorrow, we won't ever be happy. And if back then, once I was at my lowest weight, and if I would have just stayed in that moment and appreciated every single day and been grateful and thank God for everything that I did up to that point to achieve those goals and just looked at it every single day and moved forward like that, I would have never fallen again. But I let everything get to me. I let comments get to me. I let myself get to me. As you can see, I still have somewhat of an athletic ability. We're 7 minutes in. My heart rate on my Apple Watch, 119. My Garmin, 119. They're clocking the same, just under 8 minutes. And we're about to hit 0.7 miles. So I can still do these things and I can still talk, keep my heart rate down. The only issue is that I'm 20 fucking pounds heavier. And it's just like, fuck. It's so frustrating because, I did all that work and that work took a year and a half to achieve just to be gone in what feels like 4 months. It's devastating. And that's why I keep repeating myself and telling you guys, yes, the holidays are coming. Yes, the holidays are around the corner, but we still have an entire month
that we can use to our advantage to start bettering ourselves and start living intentionally every single day and focusing on not tomorrow and not yesterday, just in this moment. What can we do right now? What can we do right now so that we can be at peace with ourselves at the same time making micro adjustments every single day so that we can become the person that we truly want to be. My wife and I were talking about that a lot of people on social media and like famous families on TikTok that were bigger set years ago were saying, talking all this about body positivity and how they felt about their bodies and all these things, which I wasn't criticizing. Yet if you look at them today, a lot of them are skinny, they're slim, they look great, and I'm sure that they're happy. And I'm not saying they didn't mean the things that they said back then, but it's just things that you don't realize you'll feel until you accomplish it. With all the hard work that you have to put in, you start getting some type of appreciation for all the things that you do. And if you when you let life take that away from you, you end up back right here in the situation, in a cycle of never ending, repeating cycles. And sometimes people can't get out of that. This is the worst feeling ever, but I'm gonna tell you right now that I'm gonna get out of this. And if I can do it, you can do it too. I've been worse. I'm complaining and whining about how I look and feel right now, but I've still been 50 pounds heavier. That could be you. I don't know. You can also achieve your goals. And stop letting everyone tell you what to do. Stop letting everyone decide for you. Oh no, you don't need to lose weight. You're good how you are. You're really gonna not eat that? Oh, you're gonna be boring today? Oh, you really, fuck all that. You do you and be better for yourself, not for anybody else, not to flex on anyone, not to show off, but just to be happy of the hard work that you put into yourself. And if you can do that, love God, everything else is gonna work and align for you the way it's meant to be. I don't know if any of that made all sense or it was just a bunch of gibberish, but I don't know. I just feel like we can all be great and no one is better than no one. Although some people might succeed at other things than others and achieve greater things, doesn't mean that you don't have the potential to do the same. It just means that you don't have the drive to do the same. But if you really bring it down and break it all down into pieces, small pieces, you realize that we're all made out of the same thing and we can all achieve something greater than ourselves. How? What that is, I still don't know, but it's gonna start with me. If I don't take care of myself, how am I supposed to take care of my family? How am I supposed to take care of anybody else? People say, oh, I would do this, but I'm so fucked. Oh, I would give $1, but I need $1. You know, so it's like we're so stuck in our mentality of we're so fucked in the day-to-day that we can't even take care of. And if we start taking care of ourselves, maybe we'll start making the active decision to make a little change that might improve that financial struggle. You don't know. And once that does change, then you have a little bit extra. You can start helping. You can start growing. But if you don't start with yourself, nothing's ever gonna change. Sometimes a lot of people are stuck in the mentality of they're a victim. You know what? I know you were, and I'm sorry you were. I was a victim too, and if you stay in that mentality, the victim mentality, I can promise you one thing, you're never gonna do anything because you'll spend your life blaming everyone else for what you did and didn't do in your life, and you're wasting your time. We only get one shot, even if some of us are reincarnated or not. We don't remember none of that. So it's just one life we get, one opportunity. Like Eminem said, this is all we got. What are we gonna do with it? And if you're younger, older, same age as me, I'm 31 by the way, I'll be 32 in February. Fuck the age thing. My whole life, my whole youth, my teens, I was surrounded by people that were 10, 20, 30 years older than me, and they would see my drive. They would see my ambition for life, for success, friends, family members, and they told me, wait till you are in your 20s, wait till you're 30, wait till you're 40. And it seems like every decade, it's the same thing of repeating messages. Oh, I'm already this age, so I have a good friend that says I'm 30, and he jokes about it and says I might as well be dead because our backs hurt, our knees hurt, we don't feel as young, as youthful. But really, although some of that might be true, it's not true just because it happens. It's true because we allowed it. We sat around, we didn't move, we didn't eat how we were supposed to. We went out of our way to have a good time. And with years, all those bad habits will add up. And in the short span of 30 years, your life can look completely different. So I always say, when I get to my midlife crisis at 60, people laugh at me and they say, you wish. But I tell my kids, I'm gonna be 120 someday, unless I get hit by a bus. I know that's a kind of messed up joke to make, but I truly believe that if we take care of ourselves and we strive to be greater every single day from within, be one with God, life shouldn't be so short for anybody. And God's gonna take who's God's gonna take. And if it's me, I try to do what I can. I try to inspire at least at the very least, my kids. And I'll leave something for them to look back at, and hopefully they can be greater than I could ever. And if you do the same, I think in my book you won, or winning, right? But shit, I don't even know. I know that's a lot. Where are we at? 17 minutes and a half. Heart rate went up, 133. On my Garmin, same thing, 1730, heart rate 129. Still in zone 2 though, so just under 2 miles. Anyways, what are you guys doing this weekend? I have a lot of yard work to do. We might put some Christmas lights up outside. We don't have a lot of space inside. We have a smaller house, and now that I work from home, I do take up a lot of this corner, so I won't be able to put my Christmas tree up this year just because we're gonna block everything and we won't be able to move around. But if we do want to put Christmas lights outside, besides the Christmas lights, I have some landscaping to finish, some rock to get rid of, some trash to go dump. I'm kind of excited, not to do the work, but to see it all come together. Finally gonna get some doors replaced. I used to have a small remodeling business, did pretty good, but ultimately I had to shut it down because of the quality of work. It was going down. Long story short, and I don't know if any of you guys or have any family members that does the same, that they do all these crazy jobs. You see all these pictures, they look great, but then you go to their house and there's like a baseboard missing, a door half put, because we get home and that's the last thing we want to do. I left a lot of projects like that here around the house, including my bathroom. But on top of all this physical activity, just to shape the person that I want to be and look like, to embody the person I know I can be, I need to do the same with my space. I need to take care of it. No matter how big or small your space is, look around. Do you have a mess? Go clean it up. Because if you live in that mess, that's how your mind is. Messy, corrupted, all over the place. Clean your area. And I clean my area. My wife helps. We get everything all nice and clean. And then I see baseboard missing. Mismatched door. Door missing. No baseboard. No trim on the doors. And all those things I can change. All those things I can fix. Look at this. You might not be able to see that, but that's an unfinished cabinet up there. What the fuck is it still doing there? Hang it up. I have thousands of dollars of tools on my trailer. All I have to do is get up and do it. You know, so I'm excited to start moving and rolling this ball and just living in today with the mentality, what can I do today? What do I need to do today? And even though the yard work and the doors and the trim, it's kind of be a bitch because I don't want to do it, I know how good I'm going to feel afterwards. Yesterday was Thursday. Wednesday night, we finally did our gutters, the downspouts at least. The gutters were already... Whew. Okay, so this is me post-workout. I'm not sure exactly where my video got cut off. It was about 28%, I think I mentioned at the beginning, so I don't know where it cut off, but this is just after my workout, my run. I feel really good about it. Although I was recommending that treadmill, all of a sudden at minute 47, it just completely stopped and it said error. So I'm like, what the fuck? I just recommended it. First time that's ever happened. I've had it for about 2 months now and I use it pretty heavily. And I was actually running at around 10.5-minute pace on a treadmill that size. I mean, what more can I ask for it, I guess? So I'm not gonna complain, but I did want to mention that was the first time that happened. And it happened. It was kind of scary. I almost fell on my ass. But let me tell you about the workout real quick. So let me just sync in the Garmin watch. I think the Apple Watch should be updated already. Yes, sir. So it was a total of 48 minutes, 11 seconds. Total distance that the Apple Watch marked was 3.5 miles, 3.58. And total calories that it says I burned is 538 active calories. Total calories, 648. For a total of an average pace of 13 minutes, 27. So it's kind of off, right? Because clearly it's not reading the same speed. Because it says that even though I kept every single mile the same, the Apple Watch is claiming I did a 13-minute mile, 13.5, and then the last 4th mile that I did at 8-minute mile. So it's not right. And what's a little frustrating is that my treadmill said I had ran 4.8 miles. So that's way off and there's no way to calculate it and or edit the distance. Now for the Garmin, it calculated that I ran 4.5 miles exactly at a 10:41 pace. So completely different total calories. It's saying that I burned 566. So if you get an average, let's just say 500 calories for the total workout. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, I don't know what the beginning of the video, right after I got on the treadmill, it looks like because it died. But that's pretty much it. I'm really happy that I finished this workout and excited. I don't know how much you got to hear because I did talk for about 25 minutes. And then at the 25-minute mark, I said, okay, I want to just lock in. I'm no longer going to talk. And I don't know when the camera died. So when I got back to the camera after the workout, it was dead. So I don't know how much you heard, and I don't know, this is before I edit and put everything together. So it is gonna just end where it ends, and then you'll see this. But again, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow.